Damn.
What is going on, guys? Narcoleptic Nugget here, and I have some exciting news. So earlier today, Ubisoft dropped a new trailer and it showcases HIBANA, the new attacking operator we'll be getting in the DLC next week. Now, about a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks I think, I dropped a video telling you guys what was going to be in the new DLC in terms of the operators, their abilities, and the map. Now, from the looks of it, this trailer pretty much confirms what we were thinking, guys. So really quick, before I talk about how I think this character is going to impact the game, let's just quickly talk about what the trailer tells us. Alright, so the beginning of the trailer starts off by showing this Japanese themed building. I did tell you guys in my last video that it will be a Japanese restaurant. The trailer doesn't really help to confirm that, but that's what it's going to be. HIBANA then enters the picture and you see her fire her special gadget. Now again, in my last video I talked about how the attacking operator's gadget in the new DLC is going to be able to make holes in reinforced wall. So this theory has now been confirmed for two main reasons. The first is that one of the trailers that I watched, not all of them, but one of them had a translation as to what she was saying in the video. She's speaking Japanese, but one of the translations said, as my friend would say, a really big hole coming right up. Now we know Thermite says that before he blasts open reinforced wall, so that's one hint. And the other reason, the bit more obvious reason, is we can actually see her gadget clamp onto the reinforced wall and start kind of like digging in, and it's gonna explode and make some holes. But yeah, so we know that's what's gonna happen. The interesting thing though is that when she shoots her gadget in the video, as you can see right here, she actually shoots 6 projectiles. Now I was not expecting that. I was thinking maybe like 2 or 3, but like 6 projectiles. She's gonna make 6 holes. Now I don't know how I feel about that because most operators in this game don't have one-time use special abilities. So it's likely that she'll have at least 2 shots. Whew. Well, on that note, let's talk about how I think she's going to impact the game. So essentially, this character is like a Thermite and an Ash put together. It's a Thash. She has the ability to break holes in reinforced wall from a distance. Now, I said it before and I'll say it again, I really like the idea behind this operator. But let me weigh out what I think the pros and cons are for you guys. So the first good thing that comes along with this operator is the attackers are going to have more options. So as it stands, Thermite is the only operator right now who can destroy reinforced wall. And this kind of creates a problem because teams pretty much have to pick Thermite, or else defenders can pretty much guide the attackers to one pinch point, 1 or 2 pinch points at least. Otherwise, they can just reinforce everything else and they don't have to worry about it. At least with HIBANA, teams won't feel as forced to pick Thermite. Now, the holes that HIBANA makes may not be as big as Thermite's and attackers may not be able to jump through them. But simply being able to make the holes in reinforced wall is huge. So think of a map where the defending team is pretty much able to reinforce everything as well as the top and not have to worry about any entrances as long as Thermite is dead. What comes to mind for me is the basement of Hereford Base. When the defending team is able to fully reinforce the room as well as the top hatch, the attacking team, if they don't have Thermite, they're pretty much stuck to 2 really tiny pinch points. But think about how HIBANA can change this. Even if attackers don't have a Thermite, HIBANA can put holes in the roof hatch so that at least people in the back of the room have to worry about being attacked from above. Or she can put holes in any of the walls and put the defenders on their toes, wondering where the attackers are going to shoot them from. Now this leads me into my other point, where I feel like HIBANA is going to work so well with a lot of the other classes that we already have. And I don't just mean special abilities, but like, yeah, HIBANA's gadget is going to allow the holes to be peeked through by Glaz so that he can get some snipes, as well as Montaigne to scout the room. But even basic secondary gadgets like frag grenades, smoke grenades, flashbangs, I feel like they're going to be so much more useful now that you can throw them through the holes and reinforced wall pretty much directly on the enemy. Now with all of this new and fun, exciting stuff that comes with HIBANA, there are a few concerns that I have, with the major one being how much harder is it going to be for defenders to defend the objective with HIBANA available. So as the game stands right now, the main thing that defenders had going was that they could make reinforced walls, and the only one who could destroy them was Thermite, who had 2 special charges. So defenders could lay out how they want kind of to funnel the attackers, and the only way that the attackers could disrupt this is by using the 2 charges that Thermite had. As well, the defenders could also mute and silence his charges, as well as bandit or bandit trick his charges and destroy them. But with the new update next week, not only do defenders have to worry about the 2 walls or reinforced walls that Thermite can destroy, but also the 2 or 3, I don't really know how much he can destroy, but walls that HIBANA can put holes in. So really, how much does reinforcing walls help when an attacking team has a Thermite and a HIBANA? I don't know about you guys, but I just really picture it being very difficult for the defenders being able to hold an objective with these 2 on the attacking team. Depending on how many times HIBANA can shoot her gadget and how big the spread is, I mean, she might be able to destroy 3 reinforced walls or maybe more. Like, what can the defenders do to counter that? Which leads me into my next concern, which is, do the defenders have any defense against HIBANA? Like, do they have any whatsoever? Can, Mute stop her charges, or can Bandit destroy them with his Bandit Wire? Because if Hibana's projectile is anything like Ash's, then Mute does nothing to it. Now I'm going on a bit of a rant here, guys, but my main concern is just how much harder is it going to be for defenders to hold a room down with the introduction of Hibana. And as you can see, I can talk about this for a long time. I have so many ideas and questions, and just I'm excited and I'm nervous, like just so many emotions. But let me know in the comments down below, guys, what you think about the introduction of Hibana and how you think she's going to change the game. Just a heads up for you guys, next week on the day of the DLC release, I will be making a new video on one of the new operators, and it'll include gameplay as well as give tips and tricks on how to excel with that operator, so please stay tuned for that. Once again, guys, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please hit that thumbs up. It really helps me out. And if you are new to my channel, then welcome, and hit that subscribe button, especially if you play Siege, because literally that is all we do around here. But once again, guys, thanks for watching and good luck sieging.